Miami is a city internationally known for partying until the sun comes up, and our high season begins with Sleepless Night and continues with Art Basel. I didn't know what to expect for Sleepless Night, but what I saw was far better than what I could have ever expected. Some of the highlights from my night were the performances outside the Basel Museum, Project Bandaloop, and getting to participate in the Ford Flex Confessions. Alright, Christy, so let's talk about it. What's going on?
We've been riding around the whole night during Sleepless Nights, picking people up and asking them where they want to go, what they want to do, what they want to see. And we've seen so many cool things tonight. There's all kinds of crazy art installations, like stuff that has to do with like the environment and stuff that has to do with just having fun, and all kinds of like highbrow, artsy fartsy things. But we're not keeping it artsy fartsy here.
We're keeping it real in here.
We're keeping it real. We want to get like people's gnarly, dark secrets, their true confessions.
For 13 hours, Miami Beach transformed into a cultural phenomenon, and though I couldn't stay awake for the entire night, I feel lucky to be able to have experienced it. Having made it through Sleepless Night, I rested up for the biggest contemporary art fair of the year, Art Basel. Aside from Vernissage, which is one of the main attractions during Art Basel, this year brought a number of satellite art shows which were spread throughout Miami, providing people with endless options to explore. My favorite part of the week was the graffiti movement happening off the beach and over in Wynwood. Wynwood attracts graffiti artists from all over the world, and this Art Basel, we had a chance to catch up with a few of them who flew in specifically for the event.
I'm in town from New York, from Brooklyn, and I'm here for Art Basel, and it's been a wonderful couple of days so far. I got into town on Saturday, and I've been painting nonstop. I have my own wall. This is one of many so far, so hopefully the next couple of days are just as much as a blessing as the first couple of days I had.
Wynwood is unlike any other scene in the world right now. It's an explosion of creativity, an outpouring of positive manifestation of artists putting their work out into the public, and that in essence has an energy and manifests out to the public itself, and it's created this beauty of massive people enjoying art, all happy and content because of this acceptance of art in the public eye.
Y el camino que siempre vive nunca se va y nunca se mira para atrás. Vea. Y el camino que nunca vive nunca se da. Vea. Y el camino que siempre vive nunca se va.
Basically, we're gonna put together culture and bring it to Art Basel, Miami culture in particular, that a lot of Miami artists are not included inside, the Art Basel and things, or they feel excluded. So we want to definitely come together and put a platform.
I hope to educate them and entertain them a little bit, and I hope to do the same with the art. I hope to, give people a little bit of joy, something beautiful to look at in a place where they weren't necessarily, a place like an alley, they wouldn't necessarily expect to see.
That are pioneers out here that need to be heard and need to be, part of the Art Basel and educate out-of-towners basically, and people that live here in Miami but don't really know that all these people exist here and they're doing things, and they've never stopped, and they've been doing it for like 20, 30 years before Art Basel, before anything that you've seen out here, So that's the premise of the seminar, and then here this is just one extension and one part of everything that we do.
And then I see it as I'm Afro and she's the better half.
I would say electro funk, because Tony definitely brings a funk when he plays the bass on the keys.
Definitely has some pop songwriting elements to it.
Absolutely. Not like
verses and there's choruses, bridges.
Yeah, when you hear like a dance song in a club, there usually isn't all of that
it's
kind of
one key.
Yeah, and it's all the songwriting is kind of gone. All you hear is the hook, and it's just that. That's all it is. Everything that he plays, I mean, he samples all the instruments and plays them. He can play them live, and then he samples them into the computer, and we are able to travel just the two of us. So it's good.
Voodoo is this party that I put together in a loft that I have in LA. I do this 100-person limited capacity party when I bring in world-class DJs to play in such a very unique situation.
I mean, for me, Eduardo is one of the, well, it's like an inspiration for me. He has accomplished so much, but really what Voodoo is really about is about the kind of people that are coming here tonight, that were actually invited to this event. It's not like people are going to arrive here not knowing where they're going, so it's actually the vibe of the place is what makes Voodoo really special. The people that are coming, and it's just beautiful people, intelligent people, artistic people. What else can you ask for?
I've been coming to Art Basel for about 6 years now, from New York before, and it's my favorite, by far my favorite weekend in Miami, by far. So just recently I realized that if I'm going to come to Art Basel, and Voodoo has gotten some recognition kind of on the world stage as something so unique, I felt like Art Basel would be a perfect fit. And then so I try to find cool, unique venues in Miami to hold it at. And this will be the first Art Basel, Voodoo Art Basel, so I'm excited.
We ended the year with Sleepless Night in Art Basel, two of the most highly anticipated art events of this year. Bringing in people from all over the world, we got to speak to some amazing artists and check out some incredible work, leaving the city of Miami with a great cultural experience.